tugenda batolina maanyi tunabala omu tugenda batulina amaki people power bigambo bibadde bya osa babyogera kati bagatukolako fujjo katikati omukulembeze bwafuluma bwati bagatugalina yawo bakole fujjo lyabwe mukasenga number 1 omukomeza bwali safe ye priority esooka number 2 mwina okuba nga muli safe ekyakubiri ekyokusatu people power kamanyi gaffe boy teno nataye tetulirudawa abebusoga abejinja abebale kaliro
ngambe some mobile money number. Barakallahu fikum, Allah kumalire 0760 0760 no 0763 0763 86 093 agaba Derek Eleta agaba Derek maha waha ha abafime mukyala wange kale no ndiba wabakyala bonna abali biyadi 0 maha nkuzemu kale singa abantu bonna babeeranga maha mwanyi nange maha gwasinga maha. Barakallahu fikum kankweyanze nga bukyali embeera yo gye tugendamu maha thank you maha gyowandise enkyamu 0763 no eno nkyamu eno gidiritinge maha nkyamu bawo botuuka ddamu ogisharinge nga tebanaba kubanga beeyongerayo bwe batyo abasoose kubanga ate bagenda kujjukira mama Jole Amogisha obudde buno bwennyini wano ku kibiina kya National Unity Platform. Nsaba botuuka sooka ogimpeereka share, botuuka sooka ogimpeereka share. Kasaga nsaba botuuka nkole ekintu kimu gimpeere buwushare basoose kubanga ate bajjukira maama Jole Amogisha. Kati ndi ku Facebook kokka, TikTok nvuddeyo. Botuuka nsaba gimpeere share era ongambe nti sama Uganda kwendi. Okay. Bwetyo nsaba botuuka gisharinge busharinzi. Basoose balimu kubanga abajjukira maama Jole Amogisha obudde buno. Okay, yenze Asama Yuji gwe guno omukutu guli gwe bayita bebbo ogwa Sama Uganda. Gwe guno omukutu ogukulembera ku National Unity Platform network iyo. President bwatyo ali mu kuteekawo kando kw'ossa ne maama bamaze okubanga bateekawo kando okwongera okujjukira omugenzi yali deputy president owa Western maama Jole Mojisha eyafa era yafa ku lunaku bwalutyo. So president n'abakulembeze basoose kubanga babajjukira okuteekawo ebimuli wano ku National Unity Platform mu Loving Memories. Network wano wetule wajjuddewo jama tulina kugigumira mpola mpola. So kyekyo ekiriwo abalungi mwenna abali ku mukutu gwa Sama Uganda. Obudde buno bwennyini abwa moving time twolekera kati ku nomination. Bana tudde mabega tuze maaso. Jama.
Bana maha neyanze nzirabye maha barakallahu fikum Allah kudizeewo sigenda zoogera zinyingi nnyo nenga neyanze barakallahu fikum. Ma save my number. Yeah, save it.
Yangu asisemu. People power everywhere.
Ebanga libadde gwanvu ne Katonda maze natuusa ku lunaku lwa leero. Bulumi bungi bwe tuyisemu ebbanga lino lyonna. Era olwaleero lwennyini lutujjukiza nti olwaleero lwennyini kweze omwaka mulamba. Olwaleero lwegweze omwaka mulamba. Kyanga deputy president waffe Mama Jole Mugisha yali deputy president wa Western Uganda kyanga atufaako. Olunaku lwa leero nga tutambula nsaba tumuteeke emitima gyaffe tumanye nti si nsobi okuba nti omu ku bannaffe twali twagala ennyo yali atuwa amaanyi yatugendako ku lunaku luno era olunaku luno lutuuse nga tulina obuvunaanyizibwa obw'amaanyi bwe tulina okukola. Obuvunaanyizibwa obwo tubukola mu linnya lye ne mu mannya ga bannaffe bonna bonna abatasobola kubeerawo naffe leero naye nga tulina okutuukiriza mitioni yaabwe balyoke batwesimiremu. Saba tugende ku nomination ne discipline n'obugumu nga tulina okukkiriza mu Katonda waffe nga tulina n'essuubi. Tubeere disciplined, tubeere bampisa, tubeere banjawulo, tugaane okusoomoozebwa, obusungu tubusibe ku nkondo, tulage ekifaananyi Uganda empya kyena okubeera nga Mukama atukulembedde. Njagala okuyita Honorable Balimwezo saba musirikireko tuyongeyo maaso ga Katonda, then tugende ku mission to freedom.
Kitaffe taata omulungi nannyini ggulu, tujja mu maaso go nga tukwebaza olunaku olwaleero olugenda okukola history. Tukwebaza olwa pulezidenti waffe, tukwebaza olwa famire ye, tukwebaza olwa abakulembeze bonna, tukwebaza olwa bannayuganda. Kitange omulungi olunaku olwaleero nga tugenda okutwala pulezidenti waffe okwewandiisa. Tukusaba Mukama Katonda waffe otwetoleza amaleka abakuumi. Tumanyi nti sitaani yajja kutta kubba na kuzikiriza.
Okay, so we know you're going to watch this demo at double speed. All software engineers do. Buckle up, we're keeping it quick. Here are 5 Monday.
Tukusaba buli setunoma agenda okugenda akomewo mirembe, tuziyize enkola z'omulabe sitaani. Sitaani akozesa abantu, sitaani ayinza okuyingira mu mitima gy'abasirikale batulugunya abantu. Linnya afune okuganya era taata kuleeta munnaffe eyali mu struggle yatugendako, kuleeta famire ye, kuleeta abantu be bonna maaso. Leka Mukama Katonda struggle yalwanirira etuukirire buli lye lisinga amaanyi era Katonda omulamu.
Njagala okubajjukiza nga bwe tubagambye nti beteeseteese bakolako obulabe, njagala mubawe chance. Basaba abava wano mwenna abasobola musibire nateete ku kisaawe. Tetugenda ku nomination, tetugenda kutuukayo bantu bangi, era twagala tugende tunominatinge tukomewo olwo tusimbule nga tuli wamu mwenna nga muli safe.
Senyonyi Honorable Senyonyi, Honorable Rope,
Ismail ngenda tambula
basalongo bonna
nekirabika
sanima sanzo nokubanga nga yafulumya
ole kubuka twalwa tutugenda
tugende wa
obere ya ila na moroga jena tambula ko lero alo sikenda kwata kwene ya
Alright, embera bweti bwekyagenda masino okuba nga tetambula kakati tusimbudde tusimbudde gwe wena atumbudde omukutu Keke TV Uganda era nga tugenda maaso okubanga tukutuusaako coverage yonna nga His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine agenda maaso okubanga ate anominatingwa olunaku olwaleero. Embeera bweti wekyagenda maaso okubanga ate etambula gwe wena atumbudde omukutu Keke TV Uganda akanyongera ogenda maaso okubanga ate nkutuusaako live ogende maaso okubanga ate omanya ensonga zonna mwana wa maama mwana wa taata naye nga yo embeera bweti wekyayimiridde bweti wekyagenda maaso okubanga ate etambula ensonga zonna ogenda maaso okubanga ate ozifuna bulambalamba togenda kuzifuna walala nagambye wano ku mukutu gokka Keke TV Uganda oyina ogenda maaso okubanga ate omanya ensonga zonna nga bwe zigenda maaso okubanga ate zitambula. Moving time.
The day is today that we all been waiting. This is the second chance that the line is coming for you. It's upon us Ugandans to decide today. This is a new Uganda now. It's a slogan of national of Uganda is set to move to Rubawa at exactly 2 he'll be nominated again for the big seat of this nation. He's our president, he's your president, he's our leader, he's your leader. Let's join hands. This is the day that we should all stand. It's a day that we should all stand together. It's a day that we are all waiting. The people's leader. The people's president. Akim, we move. Akim. Ijeno. Afande, we move together. Bibera munawe. Vugenda together. Afande, we should work together. Simple now, we motoka. Abe, amera ukole. Just remember birao. Abe kamera wano kole wamu.
Alright, embeera bweti wekyagenda maaso okubanga tetambula. Ampuliriza, poliisi eyagala kutandika kubikola wano. Poliisi eyagala kutandika kubikola.
The ghetto gladiator.
Bannakibiina ba NUP ba officials bonna poliisi egenda maaso okubanga ate ebagoberera. Egenda maaso okubanga ate ebagoberera. Naye ng'okubagoberera kwegenda maaso okubanga ate ebagoberera. Mogala bange kiringa egitali mirembe. Okusinziira kye tugenda maaso okubanga tetulaba. Kiringa egitali mirembe. Saawa yonna. Nabagamba eno si firimu. Bino tuli mu byaddala. Gwe yenna ali ku Mukutu Keke TV Uganda embeera bwetyo wekyagenda masiro kubanga tetambula saawa yonna byanditabuka embeera si nnungi embeera si nnungi President amaze okusimbula naye muganda wange wetwogerera bino si birungi n'akamu n'akatono n'akeddagala poliisi erina byeyagala otandika okukola poliisi eyagala kujjayo ag'omu buto poliisi eyagala kujjayo amaanyi gonna yemaze okuyungula abawanvu n'abantu okusinziira ku kyetugenda maaso n'okubanga tetulaba naye President agenze maaso n'okubanga ate ayingira ekkubo eddene
Radiator is here for you.
Auntie.
The Ugandans have spoken again.
Auntie.
The Ugandans have spoken again. My.
Amaze okubanga te ayingira eddene agenda ku nomination tugenda mu ssaawa 7 nakugambye watukira mu nomination obudde bujja kuba bwebwo tugenda mu ssaawa 7
the people's leader
tuli mu ssaawa 6 kitundu
the people's leader
embeera bweti wegenda maaso n'okubanga
nothing can stop the revolution not even guns
Auntie.
Basibye emmundu zonna ku kiryango mu kitebe batadde emmundu zonna ku kitebe
naye nkubuulira my friend
power
kama mbaya ni mbaya wano wagenda kubeerawo embeera.
You look at the ballot paper in that time of that season. But right now we're waiting for him to see what exactly happens. But a brief about General Muntu is that he was one of the youngest army commanders at the age of 29 and ran the army. He was one of the most disciplined army commanders that was there by then. He moved on to become a legislator with the East African Legislative Assembly for 2 terms, especially when he was with FDC, and then moved on to start the Alliance for National Transformation, a party that he has been at the helm of, and he handed over to Honorable Ali Salasso, who then became in turn the leader of the party, and he is now the flag bearer for that. This is the second time that the General Muntu is vying for the presidency of this country, and his narration is basically on structures that work, institutions that work for the people, and that is one of the things that he is anchoring his message on. His message for both is that, and we want to be able to see exactly what will be happening in the proceedings as he gets in to be able to be admitted here. The protocol team is holding him in the holding tent, and we'll be waiting to see exactly what happens. That's a brief about General Muntu, and it has been a tedious task until last night when he managed to be able to get the signatures from all the 98 districts. There were some that were lacking, especially when the EC told him that he had been able to get about 50 districts and he was short of 48 districts. And that is where they have been. And getting bits and pieces from the Honorable Ali Salasso, who is the national coordinator for the Alliance of National Transformation. She says that they went ahead and got all the 48 districts and even got 10 or 11 more districts for whatever signatures they required. She also went on to say that if
ennaku z'omwezi 14 omwezi ogwa January omwaka 2021 akomyewo nateri bana Uganda
embeera bweti bwekyagenda masiro kubanga tetambula gwe wena atumbudde Mukutu Keke TV Uganda
not even the guns
His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine.
Revolution changes here omukwano gwana madala ogutagulwa omukwano ogutali mu ssente omukwano ogutagulwa ssente. The people's leader, the people's president, the people's president, the people's president. Nadi bw'olu kute, dayo, bulawo.
Tugende watadde.
Thank you, Timothy Nyangweso, for that update. Yes.
The people's president is here for you. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu nakugambye you either allow him to do what he wants. He's just a sleeping giant. Tanaba kulabikako Banayuganda bamuwerekedde. The people's president, the people's leader, the people's leader, the people's leader, the people's president, aka His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the 10th President of the Republic of Uganda. Ye mwana yazaalibwa wala Egomba. Nakulire kamwota esaawa nawangalira ku mutala Magere yeesowolayo n'agamba tajja kuweereza bannayuganda. My God, my God, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu, 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 the people's president. Nakugambye ono yekka bakuba fere kale kabe muyaye abeere bw'aba muyaye abeere bw'aba muyaye abeere wuno tumuleese. You cannot kill all of us. You cannot kill us all. You cannot kill us all. You cannot kill us all. My God, my the people's president, the 10th President of the Republic of Uganda, omukulembeze eyalondebwa abantu ennaku z'omwezi.
Forget everything you knew about war games. The large-scale action game War Thunder will bring you a storm of unforgettable experiences. Fight in the skies, assault enemy positions on the ground, or send your foes to the bottom of the ocean. All in one game.
People are not there. You take time to gather them. So the time period is not enough basing on those factors. Otherwise, if we had enough a good infrastructure, if we had a good security, that actually the security is mining about this.
Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to end this session with you here. I just want to thank you so very much. That is Ismail Kiria.
Uyo tumulese abeerubo wanamwe tumubasindikide mukwate muwulire ajja muwulire uyo ajja muwulire uyo ajja muwulire. My God, my God, my the people's leader is covered by the blood of God. The people's leader is covered by the Ugandans. It's not even guns can correct the Ugandans. It's not even guns. It's not even what, but the love of God. Okwagala kwa Katonda n'amaanyi ga Katonda ge gakuumidde His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu waggulu. Wuuyaze akulembeddwa amagye Uganda ag'enkya, akulembedde bannayuganda ab'enkya bakute flag. Bagamba we believe in peace. 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 Amagye gasazeeko abantu bonna emabega. amagye gasazeeko abantu bonna emabega. Amagye gasazeeko abantu bonna emabega. My. Amagye gasazeeko abantu bonna emabega. My God. Maka. Usawandekako usabye Maka. The people's president. The people's president. The people's president. My God. Abasajja basibye enguudo zonna. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga ow'ekkumi bamulabira mitala w'amayanja. Olunaku olwaleero dictator olunaku olwagye yayisiza ebivulu mu kibuga kyonna. Olunaku olwaleero empegoma bagiwuliddemu. Indeed
Lord Chairperson of the Commission and Commissioners, the person walking in is aspirant Mujisha Muntu. The person walking in is aspirant Mujisha Muntu, accompanied by the people invited to accompany him as required and provided for in the law.
My. Oh my God. My God. The people's president. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu n'asiimibwa abantu unaakomyewo gye muli. Unaakomyewo gye muli bannayuganda. Yagamba byabakama ebiseera ebyo n'amugamba gwe siina kyenkubanja twekola mulimu gwo ebisigadde bindekere. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu wuuyo nate aze wuuyo nate yeesowoddeyo. My God. Olunaku lwa leero, the day is today. Olunaku lwa leero omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu. My. Look what is happening behind. Police n'amagye gasazeeko abantu naye jjukira ati akawunga ezitiriwadde natete mwena mweyiwe natete essaawa yona omukulembeze w'eggwanga agenda kuddamu okutongozebwa, agenda kuddamu okukakasibwa, agenda kukwasibwa bendera, agenda kukwasibwa abantu, agenda kukwasibwa bendera. The people's president. 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 My God. The people's president is here for you. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga. Empologoma yiyo. The lion is here for you. The lion is here for you. Bajja kiwulira. My God. Ono ye mukulembeze eyalondebwa abantu. Ono ye mukulembeze Balaksi namba eri wali kavule. Abagamba sibatidde, emundu sizitidde, kuba olaba ne Daniel yabuka mu kinnya ky'empologoma. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga ze. My God. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga wuyaze. Buli wamu bataddewo emmundu. Empologoma tetidde. Bannayuganda tebatidde. Ekimuwa amaanyi yemmwe. Ye ng'omuntu talina amaanyi. Wabula amaanyi ge muwa awerekeddwako omukyala atatya. Omukyala ateeraliikiriramu. Omukyala eyasalawo. Omukyala omukulembeze. Omukyala agumidde buli kimu. Ye first lady w'eggwanga lino. Ye maama Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi. Awerekeddwako first lady w'eggwanga lino. Mama Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi yamuteekateeka olwaleero ayambadde nga queen. My God. His Excellency, the ghetto gladiator, the people's president. Tubitandise nate ennaku z'omwezi nga 29 omukulembeze w'eggwanga akoma official gye muli abantu b'e Kabong, abantu b'eggulu, abantu b'amuliya, abantu b'ekokoko, abantu b'ejjokolo.
Who are watching, so you know what is happening. This is what the chairperson of the commission stated in his statement about this process, that when an aspirant comes here, they are required to show proof of the various requirements in the law relating to nominations of presidential aspirants or presidential candidates. And so
because the president is here for you, omukulembeze w'eggwanga eyalondebwa abantu tutuuse Busega wetusuubira nti omukulembeze w'eggwanga agenda aviirako wano agende ayolekere wali mu basajja abasunsula wewe Mako genda kwata muveko Mako kwata mu Yogenda yeyo tuzakebe uliwo kuwenzi Fabage yangeni bakwata muveeyo waggulu gofuna engeri gyoyita wano gofuna engeri gyo
all you wanted was to add a column.
With what is happening here.
Oh yes, all right. Yes, all right. Gwe wena ampuliriza ali ku mukutu KKTV Uganda kati kano akaseera ke tugenda mu kazibu. Akaseera ke tugenda mu kazibu gwe wena atumbudde naye sagala ove ku mukutu kubanga waliwo ekijja. Waliwo kyennengedde nga si kyangu kya kunyumya. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine ali mu maaso. Ali mu maaso era tugenda kutuusaako byonna ebigenda okuvaayo ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda wali ku kitebe kyabwe. Kaakati poliisi yiino kanjikulage yiiyo poliisi yiiyo eyingiddewo wabaddewo ekibaddewo emabega wali singa cloud eno esigadde nga bwebadde. Ababaddeko kansubire nti mwenna mukirabye singa cloud eno ebadde nga bwebadde ekyamazima byandibadde birala. Naye pulezidenti waffe mugezi ayina abadde organized this time around era ebintu byonna biri organized naye nga akaseera k'okulabisa abasajja bano weekali ali organized today. Yategedde pulaani zaabwe era olunaku olwaleero ayina ekintu ekyenjawulo kyali mu kubala amala okufuna nomination ate kati ebula mmeka tuuza ssaawa tova ku mukutu.
But everyone who has come here so far since the exercise of nomination started yesterday says this is the best place. Some have actually wanted to stay here, but the commission informs them that the nomination is over, then you can proceed. So these are your grounds. These are the grounds of the people of Uganda.
I can do it. Yes, I can do it.
mawulire webali NBS iyo weri NTV weri bannamawulire babukedde webali buli munnamawulire yenna waali. Kaakati abasajja bano twagala tubalabe. Poliisi nkugambye buli kasonda koyita weri. Twagala tulaba abasajja bano pulezidenti waffe anominatingibwa. Yategedde balina ke babala naye olunaku olwaliro abadde mugezi. Yategedde nti abasajja bano bayinza okwagala okubaako kye bakola n'abeera bagezi n'abeera mugezi n'abagamba abaana abamu babeeko we bakoma ffe tugende nga amaso okubanga ate nkwata ensonga zonna mwana wa mama mwana wa taata mukadde wange zirina okutambulira malidaadi saana nga bwe zinogera amaso okubanga tezitambula.
Our distinguished guests, we've been verifying the papers of the aspirant, and we are satisfied he has met the criteria spelled out under the Presidential Elections Act. Accordingly, I, Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simon, being the returning officer for the nomination of presidential candidates, declare Mugisha Gregory Muntu Oyera a duly nominated candidate in respect of the presidential elections 2026, he having fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act, Chapter 179, Laws of Uganda. You are now a candidate, Mr. Mugisha Muntu. Come and pick the nomination paper for your signature confirming that you are now duly nominated. Either you sign or your agent can sign, whichever you choose. Agent, come and pick this. You can go. As a duly nominated candidate, you are required to observe or implement the following. 1, you are to appoint an official agent who will coordinate your campaign meetings and radio program, media program, and also attend meetings on your behalf where necessary. Secondly, you are to avail the commission with a schedule of your campaign meetings and media program as soon as
His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ali kumpi kutuuka kati tetukyaweza dakiika 5 tetuweza dakiika 5 ng'amaze okuba nga ataatu ku kitebe kya
on compliance with the harmonized campaign program, timelines and the guidelines. Congratulations, candidate Mugisha Muntu Gregory Muntoyera. There are 2 more functions you have to perform. First of all, as a commission under the law, we are required to avail you a soft copy of the voters' register, which we have now.
okulaba nga buli kimu tukikuweereza.
Awerekeddwako maama Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi alabiseeko Kyagulanyi
Alright, embera bweti wechagana maso okubanga tetambula. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine amaze okubanga ate atuuka era essaawa zino poliisi emaze okubanga ate esalako n'amagye. Ki ekiddako? Poliisi kikyezaako? Tugenda maso okubanga tetulengera ki ekiddako? Omukulu atumbudde omukutuke TV Uganda. Ki ekiddako? Mukadde wange atumbudde omukutuke TV Uganda. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine agenda kuba avaayo naye poliisi simanyi ezibye buli wamu. Tebange bitandise. Poliisi tebange etandise. Poliisi erabika etandise. Poliisi etandise. Bino bya ddala. Poliisi erabika etandise n'amagye. Tulengera bana NUP batandise emisinde, bannamawulire batandise emisinde. Tetunategera ki ekigenda mu maaso. Tulengera drones ez'enjawulo batandise ozisembeza. Poliisi etandise okubanga esalako ekifo. What is going on? NUP supporters are running right now. Journalists are running right now. What is going on? Police and the military have took the place. Embera bwetyo bweri tutandise okulengera emisinde wano. Tetumanyi ki kigenda mu maaso naye nga kyonna ekigenda okubaawo tugendagenda maaso n'okuba nga tetukitegeeza. Tugenda kibategeeza naye ng'embeera bwetyo wekyagenda maaso n'okuba nga tetambula. Emisinde
ekakuwali nalina okubeeramu
naye nga ffe weetuli okulabika nga ensonga zonna mwana bwa maama oyino zifuna bulambalamba malidadi sana wano ku mukutu. Emisinde gitandise okweyimirirwa buli omu wano naye nga genda maaso n'okuba nga ate olaikinga vidiyo eno esobola ogenda maaso n'okuba nga ate eyongera otuuka ku buli muntu. Genda maaso n'okuba nga ate osharinga. President, where is president? Where is president? We are now looking for president. We are now looking for president. Police and military. Lindako. Bannange eno si firimu. Bino bya ddala tuli live. tugenda batuusaako president akadde konna wena asaba president tugendamu kutuusaako
bwatyo president amaze kubanga atuuka ku kubo erimu ambusa mukulembeze eggwanga atuuse ku roadblock nga ayiseewo ayolekedde
of the party that is Alliance for National Transformation. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the supporters all over the country who gave us signatures. You know, we've done 3 rounds. Even when the first round there were questions, second round within a day, we got another 60 districts. The last round they were asking for 10, we got 16 districts. And the beauty of it all was that we weren't getting this signature just from members of the party, but also from many other Ugandans who belong even to other parties.
Tutandikira wa twagagadde mumanye nti tutuuse bya ddala
kimala kigadde abawadde ekigambo kimu kituuse kimala ekiromana lwaki toboneka naye wabaaki ndeka kiki otasobola kungambira kuseera
"63 years of independence, even for human beings. At 63, you've gone through quite a number of stages. You came from a baby, a toddler, and then you start walking and running, and you go through teenagers, and then you become middle-aged, you become old. You do a number of things through that whole process. A country at 63 should not be operating as if we are still in teenagers. We are stuck, been stuck in a vicious cycle, 63 years. Wealth that we have underground, gold, copper, tin, bauxite.
wali kumpi wano it is near here
General Museveni was here. I think he has been nominated as a candidate. I think for the 7th time. I keep hearing him talk about moving to middle income. It's all about middle income. Better cities, water systems that supply all citizens in the country, better educational systems, stronger armies, but they all broke down. You can check them out. They are there. Libya is the best example here on this continent. Country like Zimbabwe, Ivory Coast in West Africa, When you focus on the things which are seen by the eye, and you don't focus on how to develop the people to whom these things are supposed to serve, you're focusing on the wrong direction. And that's why I would like to ask the Ugandan people to retire General Museveni this time around in a peaceful way. Because he cannot take this country any further beyond where we are now. Every moment he stays in office, the country is going to get deeper and deeper into problems. Why so? Because if you have got citizens who have reached a point to ask for money, even when they are going to put a signature on nomination of a candidate who is supposed to go and help them get out of their problems, we all want a better future, where systems function, where if anybody cheats you, maybe takes your land, even if you don't have money. Same impunity that caused the second fall of the UPC regime. Rutwa only took 6 months, so there wasn't even enough time, I think, for him to do anything. So we took power, and we thought that would be the end of impunity. Now it has been reorganized in a more systematic way.
Tetunategera ki ekigenda mu maaso, naye nga wetugezaako okwetegereza poliisi yo emaze okubanga ate stoppinga His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine essaawa zino. Tetumanyi ki kiddako, tetumanyi baagala ki, tetumanyi ki ekigenda mu maaso, naye kyonna ekigenda okubanga ate kitambula tugendagenda kibatuusaako kyonna. So ku Mukutu KK Uganda tukyagezaako okwekenneenya poliisi ki kyeyagala right now.
That the human resource factor is the central core to any development process. So even when we look at education, quality healthcare services, agriculture for purpose of food security and nutrition, as facilitating factors to that core, the human being, the citizen, the human resource capacity. Because when you concentrate on that human being, you educate them well, you skill them, you ensure that they are healthy, that they are well fed. The sky is the limit. There is nothing they will not do. Even getting to the moon, they would get there. Because those who have gone there are not any better than we are. That's going to be our focus. And we are going to be launching our manifesto in a couple of days. But I'm bringing out the most salient factor. General Museveni keeps talking about peace. But all these things that are happening is because of peace. He's confused a bit because we have digressing. Our understanding of peace is is at variance.
Forget everything you
He
knew
thinks
about war
peace
games.
is law and order. Peace is not the absence of war, as I heard him talking about it 2 days ago. Peace is the presence of justice. If you got injustices in a country and you don't have
Sorry.
Okay. Mbeera bwetyo bwekyali mu kubanga ate ayitambula ab'ebyokwerinda bagambye bagala abantu babiri okuli Lubongoya ne Katana be baagala obudde buno bwennyene, so kyekyo ekiri mu kubanga kitambula oba kiri mu kubanga kigenda. Mwenna mikwano gyange abaliko, so mubeereko tusobole okugoberera embeera nga bwetambula. So situmanyi oba bali mu kugula time, tetumanyi, naye nga ffe tuliwo kubaweereza ensonga nga bwe ziba zigenda mu maaso. Abaganda bange bassebo ne bannyabo mwenna bakyatwekumiddeko omukutu gwaffe ogwa Sama Uganda. So mbeera bwetyo bweri.
there is no justice. Eventually, you will find that you have been building on quicksand. We intend to build sustainable peace in this country because we want to focus on justice. So there is a rock firm foundation on the basis of which our people can go around doing their own thing, which you would want them to deal with you when you are out there and they are in there. That's simple logic. Dr. Kano Chiza Besje has been incarcerated beyond the mandatory bail period. 188 days passed. A period within which, if they had any investigations and they were saying they should have proceeded with the case, they have not. So I'd like to ask the Ugandan people, most of them who seem to hide, war veteran, an officer of NRA, UPDF.
But you, if they tell you, hey, this, and you still like...
Government should act.
And by names of Ronnie the Transporter. You're live on Map Media TV. You're live on Ghetto. This is the second check.
In prisons. If you have cases, proceed, go, take them to court and argue your case, not to incarcerate them in the prisons without trial. Or pass a law and then we know. But to masquerade behind the law as you manipulate it is one of the most dangerous things that we can have. We saw it happen in the 60s, 70s it failed, 80s it failed, even now it will fail. Let me conclude, and maybe 3 questions, and then we give space for other colleagues who are going to be coming.
Thank you, Candidate Mugisha Muntu. Members of the press, we already have another aspirant walking in already, and we'll take 2 questions from you. And yeah, please. So 2 questions, please.
Thank you, candidate Mugisha Muntu. My name is William Ranga from Beg Media Beg Television. The defense budget in Uganda takes the lion's share. You are a former army commander of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, and now you are retired. Yeah. What is going to be your position on defense spending in your next government? Thank you so much.
When you build peace within the region, where you don't expect attacks, and you coordinate effort with other countries around the region, to have coordinated effort in neutralizing insurgents and international terrorists, you reduce your defense budget logically. And then you rechannel the resources that you get from defense budget. You put them in the social services sector. That's what we believe in. And two, if you are not repressive, but I also believe in a strong army, I believe in strong intelligence services, I believe in strong police services, well motivated, professional, and also well catered for. But at the same time, when you don't have repression, the repressive machinery, you don't have any danger of having internal rebellion. Most times the rebellion erupts internally. Two factors. One, because of internal mismanagement, but also times when it is generated from the outside. But when you have a well-trained force and you have got a population which is backing you, I can tell you nobody can ever defeat you from the outside, ever. Defeat comes when there is an attack from outside and you are weak internally. I see these, they know all that, those who are in power. But greed blinds, because they are not looking at anything but money, which they are bowing to, which unfortunately they have caused the rest of the country to bow to. Those who pray, pray. This country is on its knees.
Yes, we have the next question, please, a quick one.
Congratulations, President Mugisha. I want to thank you for reaching here. As a Christian and as a general, I want to inform you that Uganda is under siege. I repeat, I want to ask you as a general and as a Christian.
Ask her here.
Planning, through priorities, Uganda is under siege. Which tools as a Christian and a general are you going to employ to get out of Uganda for this mess?
In every dark situation, in any society, however dark a situation may seem, there are always remnants. There are people out there in the country who are resilient, who want to see a better country. And those are the ones whom we reach out to. Because the leadership is a critical factor. A country will go up or go down. That's why to us, the main concentration is focused on how do we get men and women of integrity into Alliance for National Transformation to become the dominant factor. Because we know for sure that the moment we take power, which I believe by God's grace we will, that's when the main struggle starts. There are many people who think that the housing of Museveni is the main struggle. No, that's the secondary one. The primary one is how do we sort out this mess and lift the livelihoods of the people? How will you do that? Unless you have got deep people who are different in thinking and also in how they act. But if we get the same kind of thinking as we've had since 1962, people who are either driven by pomp and glory or money or like I've seen the whole lot, even when there's physical change, tomorrow General Museveni definitely will get out one way or another. You can already see it's so self-evident. And then you go in. And then the thinking is no different, which means the actions will be.
Wait, nange nakitiddemu.
Twalitiddemu ekyesookera ddala.
Leero baagadde muboneebonemu.
Tumala kajanja.
become a president. We concentrate on building. We concentrate on organizing. So we call upon the remnants in this country, wherever you are, don't keep quiet. If you want a better future, we are here. We are a solution. And by God's grace, I believe at some point, wherever that is going to be, whether it is next month, whether it is in May, wherever it is, we will take power in this country, and I can guarantee you, people will know how power can be managed different from how it has been managed hitherto. We are disciplined, we are consistent, we are values driven. That's who we are. May God bless you all.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Candidate Mugisha Muntu. Protocol team, please, can we assist the candidate and his entourage?
Yes, candidate Gregory Mugisha Muntu.
Protocol team, we assist the candidate to exit and this team.
He has actually,
and then the support.
Check what he does. You can just
really powerful. He was so assertive, I must say. But for those of you who have never heard him speak, that is the tone he always uses. Right now, as you see on your screen, he is being showed his security detail. He's inspecting the vehicle that he's going to be given to help him traverse through the country as he is campaigning. Just to remind you a little, from 25th to 27th, that is the period.
President is being called upon with his team. Is being called upon with his team. Is being ushered in. The security has just given him the push. The president. The president sawulira engeri bamwanirizaamu abayizi bali eri waggulu naye wulira omukwano ogwo omukulembeze w'eggwanga bagezaako okukebera delegates abali mu motoka. Omukulembeze just owulira omukwano ogwo the people's president, the 10th president of the Republic of Uganda. You cannot kill the old and the young. Your generation empya, your generation nzibu nnyo okutegeera olina okugiwa ekitiibwa n'okola omulimu gwo nabo ne bakola ebyabwe. Ejjuga nti president azaatujukiza nti every generation has its own. Kale nzikirize katugende ku fiida ey'omunda nze atusengeze general ate banaffe abali munda bagenda kuba nga bakuweereza bwe kityo tuyingidde munda. Muzikirize kebeera ku dakiika nga 2 zokka ofune fiida ey'omunda nze atusengeze general.
David Lois Rubongoya, who is the Secretary General, I think he has actually come on time to see how best he has actually, the candidate is not yet here, he is actually moving straight to the tent. I think there is something that we need to follow and find out what is the matter, because the security is actually heavy. They have actually beefed up more security in this particular time. Lois Rubongoya has entered the tent where actually the commission members headed led by Justice Simon Biabakama, actually waiting to see how they can verify the papers of the NUP aspirant, that is Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu. So right, Unity Platform Party, I think that is also a symbol. He came along with a file. He's actually carrying a file, and we need to find out what is exactly into that file. But of course, not forgetting that today we've so far nominated 2 candidates. That is Nathan Nandala James Mafabi. He was nominated very early in the morning, and he had everything done. He assured us of doing a few things for the Ugandans. Of course, we're going to see how best he will accomplish whatever.
So kakati esawa zino zenyini oyo ayingirawo era wolengera emotoka yonna tolonza kirala kyonna teri motoka egenda kujjanga si ya His Excellency Bobi era buli omu jalindiridde esawa dino deninini bakyogera batya mu Lusoga esawa dino deninini bakyogera batya njagala kwogera ku Lusoga nze manyiko kali eso embeera eriwo bakadde bange His Excellency Bobi Wine ali kuyingirawo gwe tulinze eddakiika nno ziggwayo dakiika 9 lindako. What could be going on? Where is the president? We are only waiting the president. We are left with only 9 minutes from now. Communication are going on. So embera bakadde bange mwena abakyatwekumiddeko mwena abaketwegattako embera bweti naye nga His Excellency Bobi Wine gwe tulindiridde mu kaseera kano abasajja bamutaataaganyizaamu wali jjukira
why the principal of the NUP has not yet arrived, or why they decided the Secretary General to arrive first. But to take you through a candidate as stipulated by the law and guidelines.
So bakadde bange embeera bweti wekyagera maaso n'okuba nga teetambula tulindiridde His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu abe nga ayingirawo gwe tulindiridde yekka then tulyoke ssaawa yonna ajja His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ajja tusigaze dakiika 7 ajja eddakiika 7
vaayo naawe
The rest can pass Amanda, Deputy President.
Devi?
Press team, media. Lewis, let's get ready to work.
Inside, we are going to go in take us approximately 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, as the verification is done, after that, we shall come out where they are going to hand you a police car, your detail. After that, we will go and address the media. Then after that, we shall be done. So, in the moment, I'm going to my colleague to give you
Press.
Press. Press.
Move.
Press.
Deo tambla, deo yangwa.
Yeah, please.
Okay, now the next aspirant is walking in. The next aspirant is walking in.
Okay, guys, give us.
Members of the press, please give way to the next aspirant, Mr. Robert Chagran Sentam. The next aspirant, Mr. Robert Chagran Sentam. The National Media Platform is the one that is coming in, don't share the commission. Please protocol it. The next aspirant to where they should sit. Members of the press, please take your spots where you should be. Members of the press, be where you have always been.
These diplomats, I don't want them because I've blocked you.
You take your seats, please.
If you stand, I'm going to block your sides.
Lord Chairperson and members of the Commission, Lord Chair, I hand over to you to take forward this process that you have invited the list for. Thank you.
Koken na een drukke werkdag ingewikkeld? Met HelloFresh kom je echt lekker thuis. Ontdek recept waar iedereen blij van wordt. Vers bezorgd en vanaf 10 minuten op tafel. HelloFresh, het avondeten voor elkaar.
So this is my Rust project. I have 4 terminal clients, all with this chat interface running off one server. And
Trace, yes, because people are sick. Yeah. If you want raise, you do the other side.
The nominator, Sana Umuje, she nominator, Sekunda, Yabo Fred, Sekena, Canabense.
To the people who may be joining, be joining this occasion for the first time here and online, we are at the EC grounds in Rubowa, Weza, in Makinde Sabagabo. And this place is the first permanent home for the headquarters of the Electoral Commission in Uganda. And going forward, this is going to be the venue, the place where presidential candidates are nominated, and the set for this 2025-2026 general election being the first ones that have been nominated from grounds that belong to the Electoral Commission, that belong to the people of Uganda, because this is your commission, this is your Electoral Commission. And so those who are watching online and following on TV and other platforms, the Commission has now instructed the technical teams here to verify and check all the particulars that are required of an aspirant for presidential elections, to participate in the presidential elections as a candidate. So that's what the Commission has asked the teams here that are from the legal department of the Commission, the voter data management department, election management, field operations, to check those particulars that are required. And they are checking those particulars which the aspirant was informed to bring as they submit their nomination papers. The nomination form filled in triplicate, 3 copies, a declaration of consent that the aspirant consents to being nominated, confirming that the aspirant is a registered voter, is a citizen of Uganda by birth, and confirming, as the Commission said, as required by the law, that the aspirant has got the minimum academic qualifications, that they have attained at least advanced level standard or senior 6. So they're checking to confirm that the aspirant went to school. They're also confirming and checking those other particulars. The certificate indicating that the aspirant obtained the required numbers of supporters as required by the law. That the aspirant has paid the required nomination fee of 20 million shillings. So that's what is happening. That is, yeah.
on the job site.
We thank members of the press for keeping the country and citizens of Uganda and everybody that is watching these proceedings, for keeping them informed of what is happening, because this is their exercise. This is the exercise of the people of Uganda, and what the commission is doing is fulfilling that responsibility that it has. So we thank you, members of the press, for since yesterday, actually since the roadmap started, the roadmap to the 2025-26 general election was first launched in July 2023, and again revised and relaunched in the presence of stakeholders in August 2024. And over time, a number of milestones on that roadmap have been undertaken, including demarcation of electoral areas at local government, major nationwide level, the organization of polling stations. A number of milestones on that roadmap have been stations, the first major nationwide mapping of persons with disabilities to the demarcation of electoral areas at local government level, the organization of polling stations, mapping of persons with disabilities to polling stations, the first nationwide mapping of persons with disabilities to establish a voters register. Period was given when people, there was also voters who had the opportunity for those who wished to make transfers from one voting location to another to do so as provided for in the law. There was a period for the display of the voters register at the various levels, and fast forward now we are in this nomination process, which started with nominations at local government level, and elections of special interest groups, the youth, older persons and persons with disabilities. And now we are here for nominations for the people that are aspiring to the top position in the land. When the roadmap was announced, 23rd and 24th of September looked to be very far, but now we're on the last day, 24th. So you're welcome.
Geworteld in vertrouwen.
Ajax.
and the sixth person today and yesterday who have come at the proposed site for the Electoral Commission headquarters. That is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Justice Simon Byabakama. I see him doing some mathematics, doing some calculation there, signing papers. Well, this is a tough time, because before he pronounces himself that you've been duly, let me just wait for that statement. Maybe he's about to speak. Well, before he pronounces himself, you cannot be very sure, because we saw Elton Joseph Mabirizi. Okay, let's listen.
Distinguished guests, we've been scrutinizing and verifying the nomination papers of the aspirant, and we are satisfied he has fulfilled the requirements of the Presidential Elections Act. Therefore, I, Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simon, you are now a candidate. Congratulations. Append or affix your signature or that of your agent on this paper to confirm that indeed you have attended. So please, your agent or yourself, whichever. The commission with the schedule of your campaign meetings and media program as soon as practicable, so as to facilitate the smooth harmonization of all the candidates' campaign programs countrywide before you embark on your campaign schedule, which officially begins on 29th of September. You're also to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Electoral Commission on compliance with the harmonized campaign program, timelines, and guidelines. Although the campaigns kick off on 29th, however, manifesto or greet your supporters, you're at liberty to do that. The commission is also required, upon nomination, to avail you a soft copy of the voters register, the National Voters Register. And we have this soft copy here. I ask your agent to come and pick it. Yeah. Or at our cost, even maintenance of the vehicle. You want to address the media and talk to the people of Uganda, it is at your will. But for now, can we go and we hand over to you your security vehicle and the security personnel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, the candidate.
Come back to the Electoral Commission here in Rwezalubowa, and the presidential nominations are still happening, and this is the proceeding out, and they'll be moving straight to where the detail is, and then the chairperson of the Electoral Commission will be handing him over the car Then he'll be addressed by the commander of the security detail, who will in turn brief. Also, there'll be, in case he has
kikulaga nti eno eriwo mu bumenyi bw'amateeka, tegondera amateeka, tegoberera amateeka, yo ekola byeyagala. Omuntu omu yasalawo, bwasalawo nti kati beera mulamu ng'obeera mulamu, bwasalawo nti kati beera mufu ng'obeera mufu.
Mr. Update Kanumbe, oba bankuba bankube, oba banzita banzite.
One place to another. We also see quite a number of members. The Honorable
The driver will put this. Where is the driver? Can you please step forward to the driver? Okay, this is your driver, Mr. Kandid. Thank you. The rest is now you can go and address the media. Okay, thank you very much. All the best. Oh yeah.
Please get an umbrella for the candidate.
Speech. Men that are going to appear on the ballot paper. Don't ask me where the ladies.
Protocol team,
because unlike previously, this time around we seem not to have any lady having met the requirements of the Electoral Commission. Nancy Kalembe had expressed interest, and a number of women had expressed and picked nomination forms, but when it comes to fulfilling the requirements, we've not seen
last year. Today is exactly 1 year. It's exactly 1 year since we lost Mama Jolly. Mama Jolly was always a pillar of strength and courage within us.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say anything, I want to take this opportunity to pay tribute to our former Deputy President, Mama Jolly Mugisha, who passed away on the 24th of September last year. Today is exactly 1 year since we lost Mama Jolly. Mama Jolly was always a pillar of strength and courage within us. We strongly believe that today has fallen on this day, not by coincidence. Maybe there's a message that we are getting from the Almighty. Mama Jolly, rest in peace. We shall make you proud. We shall never give up your dreams. Fellow Ugandans, ladies and gentlemen, comrades in the struggle, I am deeply humbled and profoundly honored to accept your nomination to be the next president of the Republic of Uganda for the year 2026 to 2031, not 1926 to 1931. I thank you very much for the trust that you've continued to place in me ever since I offered myself for the first time for the presidential office in 2021. Today, my heart is filled with a deep sense of responsibility to deliver to that trust that you've put in me. Together, we have been everywhere preaching the message of a new Uganda. And today, with this nomination, we start on the final phase of our mission to freedom and true independence. Since our nation was born in 1962, every change of leadership has been written in blood, the blood and sacrifice of the common people of Uganda, the citizens of Uganda, and yet the leaders who always promised liberation have always delivered oppression. For 40 long years, one man and a small group of his relatives and friends have ruled our country on gunpoint. They have looted our nation and turned every institution of government into a tool of oppression. They have reduced the citizens of Uganda into slaves on their own land. They have reduced all of us into beggars, and they've turned our poverty into a tool of control. And yet, our country is not poor. Our country is rich. Our country cannot fall down. Our country will stand firm. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is fertile. Our people are hardworking and enterprising. We are rich in creativity. We are resourceful. We are energetic. We are young, and we are promising. Our country is one of the richest countries on the planet in terms of natural resources. So, my brothers and sisters, our problem is not lack of wealth. Our problem is lack of leadership. Leadership that serves the people instead of terrorizing them and exploiting them. Leadership that seeks to uplift the citizens instead of enslaving them. Sisters and brothers, this is not the first time that we stand before you with a dream of a new Uganda. We first made our attempt 5 years ago in 2021. Hundreds of our brothers and sisters were tortured. Many of them were arrested, and they are still in prison as we speak right now. Many were killed, and many are missing to the present day. And yet, we refuse to give up. I know that many of you are now asking, why then do we go to the polls? Why do we risk the tear gas, the bullets, the prisons, the torture chambers, the death, and all the mess that is awaiting us? My answer to you is this: we risk it all because the alternative is giving up, and that is 10 times worse. If we give up now, we shall have no moral authority to complain about what happens next. If we surrender now, that means that the fighting spirit of Rita Nabokenya, of Frank Senteza, of Yasin Kauma, and many others has been defeated. It means that they died. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what happens to us, we must keep moving forward. Even if somebody tells you that our chance to freedom is only 1%, let us take that chance and fight. We have always been telling you about the protest vote, and today, let me use this opportunity to break it down in more detail. We must use this election season to rally the people of Uganda, to express their anger and to express their hope at the ballot box. We are going to use this election to protest legally. We are going to use this election to protest constitutionally. And we are going to use this election to protest non-violently. We must mobilize the people of Uganda to come out and vote in very, very large numbers. Numbers too big to rig. We must lay different strategies. Now to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. You, brothers and sisters, the Ugandans in the diaspora, you send so much money. You send more than $2 billion back to Uganda every year. In real sense, you are the biggest investors in Uganda. Don't risk the brutality. We know that Ugandans like Sam Mugumya, who returned from a Congolese prison, was abducted weeks ago, and up to now, he's missing. Nobody knows where Sam Mugumya is. We know Robert Kayingo Luja, a lawyer who was recently abducted from the airport, kept incommunicado for a month before being forced back in exile without even stepping foot in his house. The examples are many, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you, my friends, we are fighting so that you can return to your home, to your families, to freedom and dignity. We are fighting so that you are received with roses and not handcuffs. We fight so that Uganda can give your children the chances and opportunities that you never got. That is why we fight. Now to General Museveni. I know you don't like listening to young people or even listening to anybody at all, but at least listen to your friend and Bushwa comrade, General Kainda Otafile. I want you to remember that Uganda was here before you, and Uganda will be here long after you are gone. You don't have to burn it down on your way out. The best guarantee for your legacy, for your security, and for what you and your people have earned in the last 40 years is to allow a peaceful, orderly, and democratic transition of power. That opportunity is available because we are not vengeful people. We still believe in peace. We still believe in justice. And yes, we believe in reconciliation. All we want is a free and fair election. No military violence, no police brutality. That is not too much to ask for. Let this election not be a military operation. Let this be a democratic election. That should not be too much to ask for. You are aware that for the last 5 years, your regime has done everything to break our spirits. They reach in the new Uganda, we have no doubt about that. We shall reach in a Uganda where you will move in town and not see guns on the streets. In a Uganda where security will be protecting the citizens and not terrorizing them. A Uganda where teachers, soldiers, health workers, and other workers are paid promptly and adequately. Where farmers earn fair income from their produce, where traders are not suffocating under exploitative tax regimes. That is a new Uganda that we dream of. That is a new Uganda that we shall definitely get to. A Uganda where citizens can demonstrate on the streets about injustice, and the response of the government will be to listen to them and not to shoot them dead. A Uganda where jobs are not for the connected few, but for all those who qualify and are willing to work. Thank you. In the coming days, ladies and gentlemen, we shall unveil our manifesto, and we shall go ahead to paint a clear picture of that new Uganda that we dream of, that new Uganda that we believe. But ultimately, about leadership, that will be a Uganda where leaders will be serving the people and not the other way around. I tell you, my friends, that Uganda is possible in our lifetime. And with your courage, with us under exploitative tax regimes, that is a new Uganda that we dream of. That is a new Uganda that we shall definitely get to. A Uganda where citizens can demonstrate on the streets about injustice, and the response of the government will be to listen to them and not to shoot them dead. A Uganda where jobs are not for the connected few, but for all those who qualify and are willing to work. Thank you. In the coming days, ladies and gentlemen, we shall unveil our manifesto, and we shall go ahead to paint a clear picture of that new Uganda that we dream of, that new Uganda that we believe. But ultimately, about leadership, that will be a Uganda where leaders will be serving. Uganda's freedom is not only for Ugandans. Uganda's freedom is for everybody. If Ugandans are safe, if Ugandans are not safe, neither are our neighbors, nor the international dwellers or the international community that always receives us when we go seeking for asylum. Please stand with us as we stand for democracy and human rights. Now to our senior comrade, Dr. Kiza Besije, to our brothers Alex Wise wa Mufumbiro, Comrade Bobi Young, Eddie Mutwe, Achille Uchivumbi, Machete, Gaddafi, and all other political prisoners. We honor you, we think about you, we pray for you, and we are fighting for you. To your families and every Ugandan that has been affected in this struggle, please don't lose hope. Your suffering will never go in vain. Now finally, to the comrades that I will be moving with on this campaign trail, the foot soldiers, the ordinary citizens of Uganda who have nothing else to offer to their country but their selves, their bodies. First of all, I thank you, brothers and sisters. We have stood together through the tear gas, through the bullets, through the beatings, through the abductions, through the courts, through the prison walls, and through the funerals. You have been my shield. You have been my eyes. You have been my courage. You have been my strength. You have been my friends, my true friends. Today, as we go into what is likely to be an even more violent campaign, I will be relying on you, my friends. We are embarking on a long walk to freedom. Whatever lies ahead of us is going to test everything that we are and everything that we stand for. But I guarantee you, brothers and sisters, freedom will come at the end of the day. Because after all, freedom never comes easy. Our grandparents shed blood for the independence of this country 62 years ago. Our parents shed blood for what they believed was a liberation 40 years ago. Our comrades in this very generation are in prison for this very struggle. They have shed blood for this struggle. Many of them are missing and they don't even have graves for this struggle. Let us carry them in our hearts. Let us carry them in our minds. Let us do this in their name. Brothers and sisters, the same courage and discipline that has kept us going since 2017 should be the same courage and discipline to carry us through this campaign. Your duty in this campaign, I must remind you, will not be to protect me. Yes, your duty in this campaign is not to protect me. It is to protect yourselves. It is to protect each other. It is to protect those ordinary people that come to support us on our rallies. I request you to be vigilant in every village. Be very disciplined. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Be careful, but don't show fear, because this regime wants us to be fearful. My brothers and sisters, I want you to understand what we are fighting for. We are fighting for a better Uganda. We are fighting for the farmers, for the border riders, for the young graduates who have no jobs. We are fighting for the ghetto people, those ghetto youth whose future is being stolen away in exchange for a few shillings. We are fighting for the ordinary children whose future is empty and we want to give meaning to. We are fighting for those police officers who are ordered to brutalize you because you are fighting for their children's future. And afterwards, they have to return to their uniport, to an empty house, to children with no school fees, and to a family. They have to return to their uniport, to an empty house, to children with no school fees, and to a family with no health insurance. Please don't look at them as your enemies, because they are not your enemies. They are victims too. They also wish that things can change someday. Brothers and sisters, if we succeed, this country will be free and things will change forever. It will never be the same again. Unfortunately, if we don't succeed, nobody will ever believe that we did our best. That will mean that we are condemning our children, those that are born and those that are unborn, to slavery. And that is not what we should be doing. Therefore, brothers and sisters, failure is not an option. We must get our freedom, or at least die trying to get our freedom. I don't know how much danger is awaiting us on this campaign trail, but I know that we are going to keep moving with hope and faith. We are carrying the hope of our entire generation, a hope of millions and millions of Ugandans. Brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that this that we are carrying on our shoulders is a historical responsibility. So prepare yourselves. Hug your loved ones one more time and tell them that we are going to war. We are going to a war that we never chose, a war that we are not even trained for, but a war that has been imposed on us by our oppressors. We are facing an enemy that is armed to the teeth, and we are facing the enemy barehanded, only armed with the truth, and we shall be free. In the end, everything is going to be all right. And if everything is not all right yet, then that will not be the end. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you, candidates, for that address. Now, members of the press, the candidates team has said that it's going to do the version in Uganda at Natete and also answer the questions there. So given the environment, I don't know unless the candidate chooses. So that is the guidance from his team. Thank you very much. So let us wait for that advice. But that's what the team had presented. Thank you.
Yeah, apologies because of the weather and because of the time constraint. We request that we proceed to Natete to address our rally and maximize our time, and maybe we'll answer questions from there or another opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, candidate protocol team. I know the weather is a challenge, but let's manage the candidate and his entourage. Please, protocol team, protect my microphone at the main podium. And let us usher...
Finished addressing members of the general public and the press. Well, because of the weather, his team, that is the National Unity Platform team, thought it wise that he proceeds to Natete, where they're going to be having their rally, and there he will have the Luganda version and respond to questions from the media. Now, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu makes it to the 6th candidate that has been nominated by the Electoral Commission, and 6 will appear on the ballot paper. According to that program we had today, there were 3 candidates, and indeed 3 candidates have been nominated, and yesterday we had 3 candidates. Now that makes a total of 6 that will appear on the ballot paper. When we look at the laws, there are 2 days designated. Now this was the 24th, that was the 23rd and 24th. We can reliably say that yes, the day is closed as of now, and unless anything or any other communication, it is guaranteed that we shall have 6 candidates for 2020. And those concerned with gender, I must say, no lady has fulfilled the requirements of the Electoral Commission, despite the fact that a number of them picked nomination forms. But when it went to collecting signatures from at least a minimum of 98 districts, and of which every district you had to have 100 signatures. Now that makes 2/3 of the districts in Uganda. Unfortunately, we didn't have any of those.
Enkuba nyingi naye abantu balemenyewo baaba.
in terms of what is required of you and the time frame that is given?
Thank you very much. I want to congratulate the candidates that have been duly nominated. And like I said at the beginning, regardless of what our views or vision and have been generated, which are almost tantamount to what we call gerrymandering, the certain new forms of rigging. But again, technology has also improved, improved in real terms and real time. But also the Electoral Commission has also tried to
do things better,
to get itself engaged with the technology.
Now, in the interest of time, I would have loved to know more of your story, but of course time matters so much. Let's just head to Robert Kyagulanyi's speech. Now, when you look at this, he emphasizes that, but also towards the end of his speech, he mentions that hug your relative, hug your friend. One more time, tell them we are going for war. What do you make of this?
Well-written speech.
Elaborate.
At the beginning, we are saying, why do we then go to the polls? To protest. Protest peacefully, protest legally, protest, all those forms of protest that he defined. Well, so are we using the election to win power and take back the country to the people? In my view, no. In my view, no. Because he's very, very categorically clear how they want to use the elections. Two, he makes a human rights cry. A human rights cry, which is well in order. And he makes another one that the incumbent should listen to his old journal and friend. And fourthly, he also says, look, it's going to be an election where we call for reconciliation. That's what we as DF,
yes,
part of what we wanted, what we think has got to be embraced, reconciliation. Then all of a sudden, again, he stumbles and he says, after talking about a few policy issues, he now comes and says it's going to be war. He declares war. He declares war and tells everyone to tighten their belts. That and on a principle which at the university used to be Northcote principle, that we either get our freedom or we die fighting for that freedom. And he says, be ready to die, be ready to do it. And to me, that's the detail that probably the country will want. On one side, the protest vote, the reconciliation plea, and then having to fight.
But then there is a mismatch. You can't talk about reconciliation, then you talk about using legal means, then as you conclude, then you talk about be prepared for war.
The incoherent aspects of the speech, major aspects of the speech, that's why what I said, incoherent. The incoherence is what we as a DF have been talking about. We need to be coherent because, as you know, there are those who say the protest vote. Is it illegal protest as it looks like? Or it's going to be war. Preparing for war. And if even our troops, those who support us, need to be clear, need to have clarity about what is it. If you are not clear, then you have done a disservice, a wastage of the 3 months and the post-election era. Unless we get coherent on the strategic uprooting of what we call the dictatorship. We in the opposition, we who want to take over government.
So you want to allude that there is dictatorship within the opposition?
Just like when one said, we want to protect the gains. Is it protecting the gains?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you ask the gains, and for who? Understand? These are some of the things that we need to unpack.
Mukaku, now let's also signatures. So 6 have been nominated. What do you make of these 6?
First of all, building from where we've been, how have we gained as a country that our women cannot even afford to be nominated? At the stage when we say the women have made great gains.
Previously, we've had women being nominated.
How?
We've had Honorable Betty Kamya, we've had Mama Miria Karure.
Basically waning. Waning in so affirmative action, was it a dupe?
Would we say that women not appearing on ballot paper would normative action?
That because
in terms of
because if
you have the vice president,
said we are helping the youth. Have they been able to make it with the 20 million, with the way you have to go to every district, with time given, with no civic education? Because of how undemocratic they have increasingly become, you can't see there are so many independents, but no independents are making to the top echelons. Why?
We've not seen an independent nominated in these 2 days.
Why? Good questions for us to ask ourselves. 3 areas, very glaringly, putting it bare. Whether we have made progress, whether we must protect the gains, and the gains for who? It's a question I ask. Now, if you have no gains for the youth, no gains for those who do not fit in that stagnation, for like a team, you don't have to convert from your party in order for me to work with you. What happened? He said, if you are not NUP, you are not with us. Then there came finally, there is a lot that has happened, but I want to give you 2 last things, phenomena, to demonstrate this. Do you remember?
Bobi Yanga live tukenda bawa mpaka safu kanyama enkuba nyingi kata kwa kutemera kikuwetu oro festival kakume kalonde kabaje mama Aisha Uwino tumira mfaso kwa bodi kula laba ndamoni tumira mfaso oka Amuntu Aisha samalaikum tagala ka umbrella ka kumechitu ka umbrella yoka akamulira umbrella banange labetiri wansi enkuba eri mu kuta President amaze okulayira waliwo ajeko kwerabe kiri mabega kamalage kiri mabega akekomanda nisa kiriko tebalina kye batugamba live from Kigandongo. How are you, sir? It's me, Eke Commander Azizo, Nzali Mabega wa Kamera, Kutika Media, Timu Samurai TV, Ama Uganda, Bobi Yanga, live! Otumaini, Mino Jetu Sobola, Tewali Kotu Singa, Yaliko Chekana, we are just Tika Media. Hey, Kakurembere. Where is the president? President Tulina is overdead.
omukulembeze w'ekkuumiro bakyalo Setamu njagala okutegeeza gomulira ku media nti amaze okubeera nga nominatingibwa era kati ali duly nominated candidate era nga sawa aweereddwa abasirikale abamukuuma naye nga bw'obimanyi Robert Abba style poliisi njagala okutegeeza poliisi era omulimu gwayo nga bw'ogumanyi erina abaana beekubye bakube mu tiyaggaasi awo okulembeza ow'ekkuumiro bakyalo Sentamu amaze okuba nga nominatingibwa era nga bw'owuli akayoogano kali wano simanyi bake kabadde olunaku lw'eggulo nga tebahawulayo wansi naye njala okutegeeza bano abantu tebasasuddwa tebakakiddwa buli omu ajja yekka olw'essanyu eringi njala okutegeeza omukulembeze wakumi yakubye yagambye nti mujje ne fulaga za Uganda era abaana bakiise njagala okutegeeza nti abaana basireese akakuba katonnyemu mu ngeri ya style nga bumanyi nti enkuba ebeera mikisa myerere Katonda atuwadde emikisa n'olunaku olwaleero gomulungi ali ku social media ndi mu kutolontoka nti nakuka nsebe ntebateba okulaba nga ntuuka wali wennyini olaba nga ntuuka wali wennyini awali ekyenyusi ku kisaawe naye nga nkutegeeza nti omukulembeze ow'ekumi Roberto Kyagulanyi Sentamu essaawa yonna agenda kuba atutuukako wano naye nga bwemanyi ebbugumu eriri ku kyalo wano omanyi ebbugumu eriri wano gwe mamanyebo kiri wano gwe nateete gwe mulungi ali ku social media ne MJ Shaking nkutte okubanga nkweza tugenda kuba tubikola emyezi 3 29 September tugenda kuba tutolontoka programu nga bweneeba njagala obenga kuli ku social media sharinga ekyokusharinga kyo mpadde saagala kikugamba kikubeeremu bubeezi njagala ensi manyi buli lwosharinga abadde talabye vidiyo eno agiraba kubanga gwogisharinze njagala ensi etegeere nti luli twawangula akalulu ate kano tugenda kawangula emirundi dabo okitegeera tugenda kuba akalulu kano n'omutima gumu Uganda yonna yeeteeseteese njagala okutegeera nti omukulembeze yavudde waka naye ng'owulira ebbugumu lyo liyitirivu nga bw'okiwulira gwe mulungi ali ku social media naye nga mwebaliko okumira ku muntu akakuba kakyatonyerera naye njagala okutegeeza nti omukulembeze y'ow'ekumi Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu gwe tovaako nkugambye nti sheyalinga abagiraba bagirabe eyo sheyalinga abagiraba bagirabe ekijja kiri wano omwana wuuyo soka bavuzeeko abali ku social media
mugamba muti eyo
kakati ekikoleso wano ki
ekindese obulamu bwange njagala nnyo Bobi Wine tolina kyogambayo nga nze Bobi Wine mukuuma ano nga gaadi
kubiriza bannayuganda
kyembagamba tetukola buvuyo twekuume tetugenda kukola fujjadde n'akamu paka omukulu wajja kuba ali mukubajja
omukulu ali mukujja webale kubeera ku social media gwe mulungi oli ku www wano waliwo wakanenge je shaking kusaba osharinga kyenkusaba kyokka kwe kusharinga gwe mulungi ali ku social media sharing
n'abenjuye bonna nafe ababeera naye tekeko omukonogo otukulembere otuwonya amaaso g'ababi otuwonya amaaso g'abalabi ne ttiimu yonna ey'amawulire ne ttiimu yonna erina pulezidenti eya security bakutusoja bakomanda ozomutegeko obukulimu gamba amiina babekubo emyakana
tebyekwatakwata abe Saudi tebyekwatakwata ekintu bakitegeera abaana be Saudi bakitegeera tebyekwatakwata mwana bo bakitegeera naye nga mwe baleka okumira ku social media ekintu kyatabuse dda nga bw'okiwulira akapande kasoma amagye wano akapande kasoma amagi ekiri wano lengera wali wajja osinzidde okuba nga olaba live eno naawe soko okomentinga awo mbuulire wajja osinzidde okuba nga olaba live eno akapande kasoma amagi wano akapande kasoma amagi wano bannange gwekiri wano amanyebo
abantu balinze pulezidenti ekiba kire tulina tete sokolabe lavuga abaana bagenda onona pulezidenti tulaina wabodineta oli wakawempe kyekyo bannange waliyo n'omulala mpadde 15 neyanziza ana ekifaananyi soko ngambe kamera edyetya oba simuuleko ngamba kamera edyetya simuuleko oba nindeko kamera edyetya wengamba kamera eke komanda ebulamu njikuwe kamera edyetya awo simbule tusimbudde bwoba ina gyolaba layive endala osobola okuzakundako sokokeberekawo bajo noolabe njagala kulaba pulezidenti alisa tulina okugeza abantu ekyo kye balina okulaba ekituufu fe tetuli bakugetageta tetuli bakugetageta tetuli bakugetageta tetuli bakugetageta tukuweza ekituufu tetunakuuka okugetageta Okay. Kamera kirio narambe kamera kiria. Afumide wano. Ayo lungude wareri kwatai. Ataye. Afumida wa. Agena kulumira mu wano. Afumideko nagwali wanteride ko tusikasa Patrick na jiyenje. Barakallahu fikum. Adende ko 15 babale nyo kunjagala. Babale katika bigenda. Eka komanda ya chile mabega timu chakula kitindi alisewa komanda ya chile kubaima sawa nawe chile hao kutano kenda kutano wakati wa Simon yaraka manange ayatere de kontra kwa Afrika ina mbele 076 sorry. And I'm very 0763 86.
He's the king of here. The president is here. His Excellency Robert Chagwan Sentamu. Oh, the people's president is here. The people's leader is here. Ono ye mukulembeze eyalondebwa abantu. Money can't buy love. Since yesterday, they have been painting a picture showing that they're so stronger. The people is here. The voice of the people has spoken. The voice of the people has spoken. Money can't buy love. Not even God can stop the love of God. Oh, the sleeping giant is here. The sleeping giant is here. The sleeping giant is here. That was Abu Wasika. The sleeping giant is here. The sleeping giant is here. That was Abu Wasika. Abatategera kyazako. Wuna amaze kalinyako. Amaze kulinya mukazanyo kabwe. Keba planning de banga lyonna. Alinya mukazanyo kabwe. The people's president is here. My. Abantu benatete. Babizemu weturire mabego nabekiriyo babizemu emamba emundu buli kika kya mundu bakirese munatete naye abantu tebatidde kuba amaanyi g'abantu tekabonero ka Katonda balese mundu balese buli kika naye abantu tebateguka abantu bagamba abuweni kako omubaamu abaana baffe buli wokalaba omanya mulimu abaana bafaako buli wendi kusiba buli wokalaba omanya mulimu abaana baffe buli wokalaba omanya balina abaana be bataddemu ebyo bye bakola ebyo bitidde n'akalulu akawedde agamba bwe kyali they have started playing their games my no fear all cheer no fear all cheer no fear my you're live on Gecko TV never underestimate the power of love never. Oh my God, the people's president banoonya we batandikira kukuba abantu banoonya luwenda lukuba abantu batandise emizanyo gyabwe the people's president batandise emizanyo gyabwe he is so peaceful batandise emizanyo gyabwe respect and love.
Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine okulabika ate bigezaako okuuma obutebenkevu naye ate ne ku kisaawe amagye ne poliisi bayitirivu bulala so embeera bwetyo wekyagenda maaso n'okuba nga te etambula yes of course munatusonyiwamuko ku network emabigako kaawo genze netukolamuko ebya Alright, embeera bwetyo wekyagenda maaso n'okuba nga ate etambula His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine amaze okuba nga ate atuuka era embeera bwetyo wegenda maaso n'okuba nga ate etambula era ensonga zonna ogendagenda maaso n'okuba nga tozifuna nakugambye
Bannayuganda bagamba lulimo olwo kafuddeyo number one with president. Bogera kumunuza. Bobi. The people's president.
Mu live chat yao ate nenda azigena masiro kubanga teziyitawo ku screen yawo osobola ogenda masiro kubanga ate osupportinga kyonna kyonna abokozesiza kyonna kyonna abowaddeyo tujja kuba tukifuna muganda wange amaze okubanga ate obikaminga member obikaminze member nga oyita mu bronze. Oh wow, thank you so much Megatex Soldier. Megatex Soldier nkulabye bulungi nnyo wano ate kakati kyali kuzikiza kentuuse tewali kuzikiza kati Megatex webale kubanga ate bambi omaze okubanga ate obikaminga member wa KKTV Uganda. Nakugambye oba yagala kubikaminga member wa KKTV waliwo ka dollar icon yawo osobola okirikinga noyitaawo.
The people's president.
Oba super sticker natugenda maaso n'okubanga ate tuwongera okuwa ensonga zonna. Muganda waffe agambye atereezemu ku kamera. Mwe bakama baffe agamba tereezeemu tuba tutereezaamu naye nga netiwaka nayo tetuli bulungi. Abasajja bagize n'ejjaama zonna bagenda maaso n'okubanga ate batujaaminga okulabika nga tetubaweereza bulungi naye nga kasavu kanyama kengenda maaso n'okubanga ate nkuwa. Megatex webale kubanga ate
HitPaw Edamacore. It is an AI-powered video editor. You can effortlessly create stunning videos in just a few.
The people's president. The people's president. I'm just standing here.
Wacce tuyimiridde at this moment buli omu aleeta ekirabo kye ow'omutwalo aleeta ow'enkumi ttaano aleeta ow'ebitaano aleeta.
Someone has said let the camera stabilize in one position please. Munnange kamera webera mu kifo kimu. Ensonga endala tuyinza obutazifuna. Tuyinza okuteeka kamera yokka ku president ng'ate bafuutu soja baffe bali eri babakuba. So